Number one, the very first thing that I learned when I started Paparazzi was that you cannot sell what you don't have, right? You can't sell what you don't have. And my upline, that was one of the things, and it just was something that she kind of happened to mention in our welcome call when I first started, and it stuck with me. And so what that means is I can't sell something if I don't have it. Like, I need to build my inventory, and that looks different for everybody. Some people want to keep a small inventory, some people don't want to have a large one. Some people want to have a whole store. I have my own boutique right here. So, that was my intention. My purpose was to build up an inventory so that I would be able to sell any number of different styles to different people with different personalities and preferences. So the first thing that I learned is you cannot sell what you don't have. If you're like me, I love blingy jewelry, and if that's all I buy, and if I have people that come onto my live or meet me at a vendor event and all I have are blingy things and rhinestones and diamond looking pieces of jewelry, but they just want some casual leather pieces or nice simple dainty necklaces, I can't serve them. Okay, so for me, I can't sell what I don't have. All right, that's number one. Number two is that sometimes your best customers, your most frequent shoppers, are going to make really great team members too. And the reason I say this is because I know for me, and again, all these are based on my experiences, not all the same for everybody, but for me, one of my best shoppers, she shopped with me every week. She was a wonderful, and I started kind of mentioning generally on my lives, joining and doing the business with me and joining Paparazzi. And when she expressed an interest, I was like, ooh, she's one of my best shoppers. Like, if I lose her as a shopper, as a customer, then that's going to affect my bottom line, right? That's going to affect my sales. But I have found, and I was nervous and a little hesitant. I was about as hesitant of her joining as she was about joining, right? Because we all took some time to think about whether we wanted to do this. But then once I got my head wrapped around, like, no, that's going to make her a great team member because we know that she loves the jewelry. She believes in what Paparazzi is about. And so, speaking straightforward about numbers, so no, I don't have her shopping with me every week or every couple of weeks, and I'm no longer sending her invoices, but she's grown her own business. And so that works out for me because she has a successful business now, but it also works out because she's buying inventory. So their numbers are still coming, just in a different form. It's coming through commission, it's coming through team building and things like that as she grows her own team. So don't be afraid. If you have some of those women who just love Paparazzi, don't be afraid to sign them as consultants, okay, as team members. Number three, this has been a hard one for me. Customers come in waves. Customers can come in waves. I was sitting here tonight, as a matter of fact, getting ready to go live, and I thought, I was like, I have these number of ladies that shop with me, and they're shopping and they're shopping and they're shopping and they love the jewelry. And I was like, but these are kind of like newish customers. The fact is that my customers that were starting with me for the last 3 years, I've been doing this 3 years, I can't believe it. The last 3 years, not all of them shop with me anymore. Or they take a break and then they come back. Or they'll buy a few things, like they bought a whole bunch at the beginning when I was showing them all this wonderful jewelry from Paparazzi, and now they don't do it as much because, number one, you can't expect people to always shop with you. There's something to be said from fishing from the same pond. Okay, so you can't expect your cousins, your sisters, your mom to buy all of your jewelry all of the time. And so you're going to want to constantly be adding people to your business page or to your VIP group or wherever it is that you are showing your jewelry or going live. Because some of them, they come in waves. You'll get new customers and some will fall by the wayside. Or some people just come in and come out based on their finances or their needs. So keep that in mind, that customers can come in waves. Number 4, challenges push you. They can push you to do things that you normally would not do. Okay? I started a whole YouTube channel based on a challenge from my upline. What? And one of my videos has like over 10,000 views. And I think it's really exciting that I get to help other consultants or other people that are looking to join Paparazzi just because I did a challenge. They push you to go live more than you would, or to go live at all. They will push you to build your inventory. They will push you to try and reach people who maybe otherwise you would have been afraid to reach out to as far as joining your team or whatever the case is. So challenges can push you. So I encourage you whenever possible to always, always, always go in on the challenge. Do the challenges, okay? Aside from that, when you get incentives from these challenges, if you get incentives from these challenges, they can be game changers. They can be game changers. They can be back office credit. Sometimes they can be free jewelry. Like, go in on the challenges. But even if there's no prize to be won, the prize really is growing your business. So always, always go in on the challenges because they can push you. Number 5, sell in sets. Sell in sets. Now, very rarely do I offer jewelry and say that you have to buy these 2, 3, 4, or 5 pieces to get any of them, that it has to be purchased as a set. Most often, I will show these pieces as a set, and you can buy any one of them or any combination of 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them, but showing them in a set helps your customers to decide, oh, I could pair it with that, or oh, that does look great with that. And obviously you get the upsell, you get a little bit more in your pocket, but you're also helping your customers to build their little collection. You're helping them to pair the jewelry. You're giving them ideas of how they can wear the jewelry. So always, 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 as much as you can, as often as you can, sell in sets. Again, whether you require it to be sold as one full set, but always show it in sets whenever you can. Even if it's just 2 pieces, even if it's this bomb life of the party pair of earrings. These are actually like oil spill and gunmetal. They're so, so pretty. So I want to sell them, but if I can also show this necklace and sell the necklace with it, now I've sold more than the $5 piece of jewelry. If I had a ring, all my rings are gone, but if I had a ring, then I could do that, right? So whenever possible, show in sets and sell in sets. My next tip, number 6, the 6th thing that I've learned is to be teachable. I came into this knowing squat about multi-level marketing, right? So I had to be teachable, and I encourage you always to be teachable, to want to learn, not just from your upline, but from other people, your sideline, your other Papa sisters. Be teachable. So trying something, saying, hey, this might work for you, why don't you try it? Or I saw a training video. Training videos are huge in what we do. A lot of consultants that are elites, or even that are just doing really great and aren't elite, offer different training videos. And so whenever you have an opportunity or you're presented with a chance to watch that, watch it. Be teachable. Want to learn about what you're doing. Want to grow your business. Want to be a better businesswoman or an entrepreneur. Okay? So be teachable. Number 7. This is so my big, like, Achilles heel, is that organization is so important. Like, organization is critical. I have a lot of jewelry. I mentioned I'm looking now, like I'm in the middle of reorganizing because I can't tell you how many countless hours I have spent looking for someone's order, or oh, she saw this on live and I can't find it, or oh, I sit here. Organization is critical because I don't want to lose a sale, and I don't want you to lose a sale because you couldn't find something, or because you thought you had it but you really sold out, but you don't know that because you didn't have it organized. So organization is so, so important. I have a friend, a Papa sister in the business, and we will message each other and just say, want to play a game? And that means she can't find her jewelry or I can't find my jewelry, and we're getting very frustrated. So we try to make light of it. But the reality is organization, super, super important. All right, number 8. I know you hear this all the time, but consistency is so important. Consistency is, the importance of consistency is of massive proportions, because if you are popping in and out, doing the business 1 week, but then not doing it for a few months and just coming back. And be consistent with your business. Be consistent with your lives. Be consistent with your post. Be consistent posting selfies. Like, I know for me, it's been a struggle during the pandemic because I don't always get up and get dressed. I don't look like this every day, right? But it's still so important that I show up for my business. So be consistent. It's not always easy if you're not getting the views that you want, if you're not getting the sales that you want, if you're not seeing the customers that you want, but still be consistent, which is going to lead me to another, to number 10, but I can't get there yet. Number 9 is to not buy, when it talked about inventory, don't buy only what you like, right? I mentioned earlier that I love blingy jewelry. Love it, right? But that's not everybody's vibe. That's not what everybody likes. So I can't buy just what I like because that's not going to sell to other people with other tastes. So one thing I've learned is not to buy what I like. I have a tendency during new releases to just, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that. But I'm not shopping for me. I mean, I am, but I'm also shopping for my customers. So don't buy only what you like. Buy something that is so not your taste, or that maybe you're not that fond of, or that maybe you wouldn't normally wear because somebody will. The jewelry sells. I've sold things that I was like, oh, or I'll see it on somebody else and thought, I never would have thought that it would look that great. So don't decide for your customers that you're not going to show them or purchase some jewelry for them. Give them that opportunity because you never know what they're going to love or the people they invite to your lives. Even if you're customers and you know your ladies and gentlemen that shop with you, even if you know their taste, you don't know who's going to pop up. You don't know who's going to be new to you. So don't buy and don't order only what you like. And last but not least, people are watching. Be encouraged. Know that people are watching. You may not always see it. It may not always feel like it. I know I have been there more than I'd like to admit. But it's so, so important to know and remember that people are watching. They're not always going to order and they're not always going to say anything, but they're watching. And they're going to see how consistent you are. And they're going to see if you're still doing this. And they're going to see if you're going to quit. If you get tired, then rest. Don't quit. If you need to take a week, take a week. Post your pictures. Still stay visible because visibility is power. But don't quit because they're watching. I had the most recent team member that signed up with me. Came from a hostess party. She didn't buy anything. I sent her a free piece of jewelry so she could try it out. She had not ordered with me for over a year. And then out of the blue, she started commenting. And then she bought just a small little something. And then a couple months later, here we are, and she's my newest team member. You never know if she's been watching the last year or year and a half and just didn't order or just didn't say anything. But it's so important to keep going because they're watching. So those are 10 things that I have learned. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope that it helps to grow your business. All right, bye.